Do 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 da 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 do 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 do.
God Daddy's in the building, broadcasting live from many parts unknown. Joining me on the sticks, he's that bad dad of COD. You might know him as Muscle V, but we know him as Dixie.
Yo, yo.
And our associate producer and head of sales, the scariest Jew in Jewville. He is Boo Radley.
Oh, yeah.
And our executive producer, the man that shirts have forgotten. He is the Pants Man.
Go Grease Lightning.
The heat today. And you can feel free to ask me anything, for I am Jeeves, and I welcome you to another edition of Call of Daddy 2. Tonight, our show turns 21, but before we get to that, Muscle V, remind us what happened last episode.
Last time on COD Daddies, our heroes discussed a very important topic of TV. The heroes discussed who the best characters are, with Leon Black, Avon Barksdale, Ari Gold, and Vincent Chase, with Pantsman's answer of Leon Black being the winner. We heard about the heroes' biggest fears, and somehow FOMO of work lunch and breakfast were answers. The heroes picked the perfect 3 comedies, with a lot of great comedies being picked and some odd ones. Jeeves ended up being the winner in a very controversial decision. With the heroes continuing the second kill battle, the scores are as follows, with Muscle V at 3 and Jeeves at 13.
Let's go.
With the snipers, with Muscle V at 27, Jeeves at 32, Switchback at 1, and Daddy-O at 0.5. Let's follow the heroes as they continue their adventure.
Thank you, Muscle V. I believe we had a poll from last night as well to figure out who the best picker of shows actually was. So what were the poll results?
So I did put a poll out there. The poll question was, what is your favorite comedy show? So I changed it up a little bit.
Okay.
Now,
We must have crushed it.
before we were able to get any answers, there was one Shiny Shorts that made an appearance and deleted the poll.
No. Oh, no. I hate that guy.
So unfortunately, our poll of 100 people didn't actually happen because of Shiny Shorts.
Oh,
You're full of 4 people.
It
That
was
son of a
100.
bitch.
We pull 100 standard.
The important thing is terrorism has been committed. And you're sure it was Shiny Shorts and not the hackers?
I believe Shiny Shorts at one point was considered a hacker, right?
You never catch me.
Oh shit!
Why didn't Shiny Shorts show up for our St. Patty's Day episode?
It was more of a Valentine's Day, man.
Okay, so no poll, it sounds like.
No, Shiny Shorts came in and destroyed our poll.
Okay, well, just to remind, before we get into the drinking thing, because this is Drink Along episode 3, we will get into that in a second. I want to remind you guys that we changed up how we're labeling kill battles because Pantsman's a psychopath. So this is KB Kill Battle Series 2. We're currently in Greed because Muscle V won Pride. Because we are using the 7 deadly sins as our markers. So I'm about to dominate Greed.
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see about that.
So no comments. All right, good.
That's the sign of a really good decision when it comes to naming things. If everybody is silent when you talk about it, that's a sign that everybody is really in favor of that choice.
Yeah, it's going to be super hard to maintain mentally, but it's going to be exciting.
I'm
honestly shocked you haven't abandoned it already.
No, I'm doubling down. I can't wait to win. I can't wait to win Greed. If we get to 7, it's Gluttony. I'm really excited. Okay. So tonight is a drinking episode, as we talked about. It's a drink along. We encourage all of you to drink along with us. Pantsman, what rules do we have for tonight?
Oh, right. I did not know I was going to tell the rules. So here they are.
I think you've told him every time. So,
So if you fail to get any kills, that's a drink. If you get even one kill, that's a drink. If you are there more than that? Is that it?
yeah, if Boo gets mad at a segment length, that's a drink.
Yeah.
If someone messes up the names, that's a drink.
Yep.
If someone gives out any personal information. So basically, just keep your eyes on Boo all throughout the night.
Pretty much.
And we'll as the night progresses, we can add rules as we see fit.
We probably won't.
We might. Tonight's topic is 21. As we said, this is the 21st episode. Our show can legally drink tonight. Super exciting. So you can drink along with us. Which again, we encourage you guys do that as well. Try to drink responsibly. Do your best. If you can't, just don't drive. We're all on board with that message.
I guess.
Soft on that.
If anybody would like my Uber code, I'm happy to give them my Uber code. I get $10. If anyone needs to drive, please DM me.
I'm sorry. What is this? How does this work?
Yeah, what's an
Uber? You're never with Uber with any of those things. If you give your code to a first time rider, you get $10 as well.
Okay. You're just referring a friend.
Yeah,
it's not like you're paying for their ride.
No.
They still have to pay. You're just asking them to gift you $10.
Basically,
1,000%. Yes.
Well, they get $10 too.
Yeah. Sorry, Pants Man. I stole your ad time for an Uber ad.
Hell, it was obviously worth it.
At least it's clear. At least it's clear.
Yeah.
So all you have to do is send into the PO box for a rebate on receiving through snail mail Boo's code through Uber, and you can both make $10 and pay him $10.
And you have to submit Form 52BC, I believe.
In triplicate.
Should be. Well, yeah, of course. It's a form. I mean,
you need to keep one. We need one, and then Uber gets one. So it needs to be in triplicate.
Yeah. All right. So we're talking 21. Do you guys remember when you turned 21? It was a long time ago at this point. Some of us are ancient.
I do remember. I also, is this a good time to introduce what we're all drinking while we talk about what we used to drink when we were 21?
Yeah, now's a good time to talk about what we're drinking tonight for sure. So what do you got for us?
So I am doing a real blast from the past tonight. So as we've kind of, I think, alluded to or talked about, in college, of course, when you are not old enough to drink, it doesn't mean you don't drink. You just drink whatever you can get your hands on, which is typically Natty Light and Keystone and Busch and just garbage beer that is purely to get you drunk and is cheap. When I turned 21, though, I discovered, now that I can buy whatever I want, I can really, really fancy it up. And as I think you'll all remember, I did that through Killian's Irish Red. That was my version of a craft brew.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
As a relatively poor 21-year-old who couldn't afford a real craft brew and didn't really know how to drink real quality beer at the time. But I thought, hey, this doesn't taste like hot garbage. And I enjoyed it. So I went and found myself some Killian's, and I'm sipping on that tonight.
I haven't had Killian's in a while. How is it? Is it what as you remember?
It is fine.
That's pretty much what I remember.
All right. The weirdest part was I think if I showed up to a party today with a Killian's, I don't know if anybody would comment on it or even notice, but I feel like it would just be like, oh, that's funny, like that weird big brand that nobody really drinks and that is not very popular. But when we were in college, like when I was turning 21 and drinking those, I'd bring like a 6-pack to whatever party we were going to, and people would look at me like I was a sophisticated person. They'd be like, oh, wow, that's a good choice. Oh, you got that Killian's. Like I really got a lot of weird praise for drinking that mediocre beer.
To be fair, it wasn't a Coors or a Miller Lite or a Natty.
Yeah,
so
right.
It
was unusual.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
A sophisticate is a very fun way to describe someone.
I'm
a
not sure it's a word.
sophisticate. I don't think it is. I don't. It would come up more, I feel like, but I'm gonna start using it going forward.
Good.
But yeah, it was basically there was a sea of silver and blue cans, and you showed up with a I think red one.
A red bottle, a
Oh.
brown bottle with a red label.
Yep.
Yes, even more exotic.
Yeah,
of
we
course
didn't
people were giving me the looks.
Yeah, there's no bottles in college.
We were not a school of sophisticates, so All right, Boo, what do you got tonight?
I am drinking straight whiskey, not Jack, which I'm known for. I'm drinking Larenth whiskey, and then I have 2 other bottles of whiskey as backups as well too.
What did you say? Larenth? Is that a body part?
Yeah, no, yeah, nope, but it's very good. And
Okay.
in college, I was not a big whiskey guy. I was me and I hope I'm not spoiling anything for Muscle V. We loved weird flavored vodkas. That was a big. We were big fans of that in college.
I'm pretty confident we know what Muscle V is drinking, so I don't think it should be an
Yeah.
issue.
Now, I do want to ask
True.
Boo, your whiskey, is it an Irish whiskey? Is it a Scotch? Is it a bourbon? Like, what kind of whiskey is it?
Yeah, it kind of sounds
Scotch.
Irish.
It does sound, but it's a Scotch whiskey.
Well, it's for me the same idea. That makes sense.
Yep.
Sounds like it's from some island.
Yep.
Cool. How about you, Muscle V?
So as the fans already know, it's of course a Jack Honey and Coke.
Honey Coke?
Honey Coke returns.
Yeah.
You didn't. I don't remember that being a thing for you when you were 21, though. I feel like that was more like 25-year-old Muscle V.
Well, it's because I couldn't afford Jack when I was 21, so it'd just be a plain old rum and Coke.
You know what the funniest thing is? Jack wasn't any more money than any of those other things. We just never bought it.
It's probably more expensive.
It was more expensive than Canadian whiskey that we drank. Canadian Club.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I remember when I was betrayed by Mr. Boston.
Well, let's not talk about Mr. Boston tonight.
I don't know what you're referring to. Let's talk about it. What do you mean?
Nah, we're not. That's for another time.
Was I around for it at least?
Not for my Mr. Boston night. If you want to save it, I mean, it's a long way off. But if we're still doing this at New Year's, I'll tell you my Mr. Boston story.
Okay.
New Year's, that's a long way out.
Yeah, why are you saying Great tease for New Year's Eve, which we'll definitely do the show on New Year's Eve.
Stay tuned.
We're still looking forward to 4/13. Forget New Year's Eve. We can't be teasing that many
I forgot about 4/13.
How could you forget?
Bad memory.
It's that's also a Wednesday episode.
Sweet.
Okay, great, perfect.
Yep.
Okay, so Boo, actually I will go what I'm drinking first. I am drinking a porter that it's called Bonspiel, and it has curling on the artwork.
Nice.
Yeah, it's two men, I think against each other, like they're on opposite teams, but they're curling the same curling ball. I don't know what the nomenclature is, but I don't think that's how curling works. So maybe it's like some weird, they're like unified or something. I don't know. It's very confusing, actually. Good beer, though. All right. So anyway, Boo, we have elected you tonight as the master of ceremonies. You're the toastmaster general. You have to kick us off with some toasts and keep good cheer and merriment throughout the evening. Do you think you're up for the task?
I am, and just to let you guys know, throughout this evening, I will be doing when I do interrupt to do some toasts. I will be following them with a lot of famous quotes and maybe not so famous quotes. But for the first one, I'm not gonna do a famous quote. Instead, I am going to go with the theme of 21 and do a toast to the world's greatest casino game. The casino game that we all have played, and most of us have lost, and some of us have won a tiny bit, and that would be to Blackjack. So put your hands up, and your drink should be in your hand. I should have said that.
Put your hands up.
And
Really?
Oh, now I know what you mean.
Rough start as Toastmaster.
with your drinks and say toast to Blackjack.
Toast to
Toast to
Blackjack.
Blackjack.
Toast to black. That's not how toast
Have
works.
you ever heard of toast?
You don't say the word toast in a toast usually.
So, yeah,
You
to
also don't.
Blackjack.
Even if you do, even if you're the guy giving the toast and you say, "Well, toast to Blackjack," like you don't say. It's not like a call and response. You're not asking the audience to also say toast to anything. It's not.
Yeah, we should just say blackjack at worst. And we all
Or
should
like
have shouted.
salud. Like that'd
We
be
should
one thing.
we should have shouted 21 and screamed like like we're on spring break. All right,
And
so
stop for our first
horrible start.
interruption. For our first interruption already. Sorry.
Okay.
Get your glasses up. And this
Okay.
quote is this
Wait,
next
wait.
quote.
Boo, what should we do with our hands?
You should have your hands. You should have your hands in your glass on the 10 and the 15. Hold your glasses.
Okay.
What?
Oh, so we're drinking like Trump.
The 10 and the 15. What is this,
It's a
military time? What are we talking about here?
Even if it's
a
military
Trump.
time. They're normal clocks still.
It's a Trump reference. All right, and this first quote is a throwback for those of you listeners to our former Vice President Dan Quayle. This is a real quote from him. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Republicans understand the importance of bondage between a mother and a child.
Whoa.
What?
Real quote.
Toast to bondage.
Yeah, are we supposed to shout toast to bondage? You didn't tell us how to close off that toast.
Toast to Dan Quayle.
Oh, Dan Quayle. What a guy.
That was not a joke. That's not a joke. That was a real quote.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Can we guess the rest of the time if is it a combination of real quotes and things you just made up?
They're all going to be real. You guys can guess. Can I also talk about, I found this list of Dan Quayle quotes from the University of Houston. A grad student was doing a project on Dan Quayle quotes.
I'm starting to think all of these quotes are going to be Dan Quayle.
No, they are.
You could do worse, it sounds like.
I mean, some of these quotes are like insane. God, I'm glad I didn't say the one about the Holocaust.
Yeah, obviously. Don't do that. Are they all bondage quotes?
No, none of them make sense. Some of them are just real corny.
That sounds right.
Okay. I mean, your first one wasn't real corny. Let's start there.
Here's a corny one. The future will be better tomorrow.
Okay. Okay, let's figure out what happened here. So we're drinking in some format.
I bought you back like 3 times in this one.
But did you get a kill?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you got 2? Okay, it's a beer frame. So I have to drink. Y'all can join me if you'd like. All right.
Cheers.
Well, thank you, Toastmaster General Boo.
Yep.
We're in the midweek hump day. I assume that we need to pick some people's spirits up. Do you guys have any producer awards for us?
I do. I would like to award the Fountain of Youth Award, and I'm giving it to TikTok. So, You see, I Googled famous 21-year-olds thinking maybe some celebrity that I've heard of is currently 21 years old. Instead, almost all of the people listed were TikTok stars. Frankly, I'm not really sure what I was expecting to find.
You gave the Fountain of Youth Award to TikTok?
Yeah, because apparently
Congrats,
all of
TikTok.
the youth, all the Gen Zs are not only on that, but all the famous ones are only famous on TikTok.
Well, that's why we stream live on TikTok every day, right?
No.
I doubt that's happening.
We don't. We're
you
not
don't push
TikTok.
This out to the talks?
No.
How are the 21-year-olds going to know about our sweet, sweet wisdom?
That's what YouTube's for. Twitch.
Well, hopefully they find us. It sounds like they have no chance because we're not TikTokers. Congrats, TikTok. How about you, Boo?
Yeah. So my quote also going with the 21 theme, but I took it as Blackjack, of course. Um, and the 21, the award for the best Blackjack player goes to Bryce Carlson, who is known as the best Blackjack player of all time. He wrote many books about Blackjack, so give it up for Bryce Carlson.
Oh, Bryce!
Bryce Carlson sounds like a made-up name. Did you just make that name up?
No, he is the author of Blackjack for Blood. Started playing Blackjack in the 1970s.
I'm sorry.
He became a
Wait, did you say Blackjack for Blood?
Yeah.
What? That's an intense fucking name for a title.
Yeah, he became a blackjack professional through exchanging tips with other great players. Card strategies, team play, camouflage are some of the skills he possessed. Despite being
Sorry,
a
did you say
professional
camouflage?
Yep. Despite being a professional blackjack player, Carlson wrote a comprehensive book on the game as a guide for others who would like to master his favorite game. In the late 1990s, internet blackjack became popular. Did not know that was a thing. Carlson and other experienced players from all around the world gathered at internet casinos and played together. During an interview, he stated that he always wanted to beat the casinos at their own game.
And that was a little segment we like to call Wikipedia by Boo.
Nope, this is gamingsite.com, so in your face.
No, the segment's called Boo Reads.
One last fact, which also applies to me too. He once had a losing streak that lasted 47 hours.
Like, as in he didn't stop playing for 47 hours straight?
Yeah, I got more questions.
He did not win a hand for 47 hours.
But he played for 47 hours.
Yeah.
How much money did he lose?
I've also not won a hand in 47 hours, but I also haven't played. So
Yeah,
he was at the table the whole entire time.
Oh,
okay.
Man.
I was gonna say I'm on like a 5-year losing streak from whenever we went to Vegas. So I don't. It's just 47 hours straight of losing hands. You got to go to bed, Bryce. Come on, man. This guy doesn't deserve an award. He sounds like a fucking maniac. All right. Well, anyway, congrats, Bryce. Somehow you overcame the odds by being an absolute nutcase who eventually wrote about it. Good work. Or Boo just made everything up. I still think that's in play.
Definitely.
Which is fine because, there's an interesting aspect. So tonight we're talking 21. I don't know about for you guys, but leading up to the 21st birthday, sometimes you got to lie a little bit. You got to, when you're 20, you got to finagle your way into getting booze. So you really have to find different ways to con people.
Stop. Time for another toast.
Okay.
So wait, now you guys want to guess who said the quote, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Sure.
A smooth sea never made a skilled sailor.
I love that quote. I don't think it was said by anyone of import.
I think it was said by Dory from Finding Dory.
Been around forever. I'm gonna say it was I'll go with Eisenhower, but it's been around for a zillion years. Jesus might have said it.
Sounds like Jesus. It's his style.
He loves sailing.
Do we have any
yacht or that?
Do we have any guesses from Muscle V?
Nope, none here. By the way, I got kicked out, by the way.
Oh, what? Why didn't you tell me?
Because I was figuring it out.
So I'm going to say the quote again. Put your cups in your hand and put them in there. And I will say the quote, and I will say who the internet has credited to. You ready?
Okay.
A smooth sea never made a skilled sailor, by Mike the Situation.
Wow.
I mean, he might have said it. There's no way he was, the first 2,200,000th people to say that. But
Look,
okay.
I might have Googled famous Mike the Situation quotes, and that's the first one that came up.
Maybe he's the first one to say it with that exact specific set of words, but even then, it doesn't. I can't imagine. All right. Well, what are we cheersing to? Situations? What's the cheers?
Cheers to the situation. Yeah.
To the situation, or just situations in general?
The situation. He's made way more money than any of us having no skills. So
fair.
The situation.
I will say I Googled it. It says on the internet that Franklin Delano Roosevelt is the one who originated it. But if I had to pick between, one of our greatest presidents and the situation, I mean, it's a toss-up.
I mean, situation made more money than FDR.
I'm really curious now, according to inflation, if that's true.
First of all, I didn't say according to inflation, but probably still. They were pulling in buku bucks for those episodes of Jersey Shore. Okay, well, thanks, Boo. Anyway, like I was saying, sometimes at 20 you gotta lie. Sometimes at 21 you gotta lie too. Pantsman, do you know anything about that?
I know a lot about lying. I'm a notorious bullshit artist, as they say.
That's how they say it. Credit the situation.
So would you? I'm not. We did not clearly plan how this was going to go. Am I supposed to announce my own segment here?
No, we have a segment coming up called "Liar, Liar, Pantsman on Fire." Pantsman, take it away.
All right. So here are the rules of the game. I am going to have each of you give me a number. I've got 10 different factoids, and I've given each one a random number. And you're going to give me a number. I'll say that factoid. You will determine as a group whether you think it is a truth or a lie. And then I will reveal whether you were right or wrong, whether it was actually made up by me or something that actually happened. And that's pretty much it. So we'll do it. I've got 10 of them, but we'll see how far this is fun. So who wants to go first? Who wants to pick a number?
I will go first.
All right, Melissa V, what's your number?
21.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I didn't make this clear. It's out of 1 to 10. You got to pick between 1 and 10.
The man picked 21. Fucking work with it.
Yeah, just deal with it.
I'll read 2. I'll read number 2. I also mentioned some of these are really fast, some are a little bit longer. This is a quickie. Number 2. The speed of light is 21 million times as fast as the speed of sound.
It's
gotta be a lie, right?
How do you want to do this? Are we all going around
I think it's up to you. If you think it'll be more fun to all weigh in, you can do that. If you want it to be it's Muscle V's turn, so he gets to answer. I mean, however you want.
No, I'm commenting on everyone. So
okay, then yeah, you go around the bend, make your comments, and then decide.
Okay, yeah. Muscle V is number picker. You go first. Boo, you go next. I'll go last.
So it's very fishy that 21 was thrown in there, right? It can't be true. That was a made up fact.
To be clear, the theme of the night is 21. I intentionally found things for the number 21. If that's fishy to you, all of these are going to be fishy. All of these are suspect.
They're all sus. I'm going with fake.
Oh, you're just going. They're all lies.
Yeah, they're all lies.
How about you, Boo?
I'm going to go with the truth because I just don't see Pantsman ever lying to us.
Wow. So we've got one person in this game of you have to choose 50-50, one or the other. One person's declared definitively all of them are going to be fake, and the other is declared definitively all of them will be true. This is going to be a fun game.
Yeah, no, so maybe I should just weigh in on each one of them.
Let me clarify. I said you would never lie to us. I didn't say you're going to. Well, that statement makes sense. You know what? Just ignore me for a second. I'm just gonna sit here and chill.
Usually do, Boo. Usually do. I'm also gonna say this one is a lie.
All right. Final answer is it's a lie by the 2-to-1 vote. You are correct. It was made up.
Do you have the actual difference, perchance?
That would have been smart to give the real answer. I didn't collect that information, but I will say that I did just to see if it would be, because at first it doesn't say it was 21 times. I thought that seems low. And so I looked it up. It was in the millions, but it was not 21 million. It was 300 million or something.
Wait, what? The 300 million difference versus the speed of sound?
Yeah, it was yeah.
All right.
300 million times as fast.
I was going to say, what if it actually is? That would be crazy. Yeah, speed of light, super fast. almost impossible for anything to get to it. Speed of sound, humans have broken that many, many times over.
Can you imagine, by the way, if for this game I made things up in my head but didn't like fact check to find out if I just like stumbled upon facts that I was calling fake?
That'd be amazing and potentially possible for all we know. Let's carry onward.
All right. Boo, what's your number? Between 1 and 10.
I'm gonna go with 4.
Number 4, this is another quickie. 21 grams is the physical weight of the soul. That's according to a physician who calculated by measuring the body weight of 6 patients before and after their deaths.
I go first, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with true because I have measured my soul before, and that's how much it is.
Oh.
Do you measure from the tip of the soul or?
No, no, never.
I always
it's from the base, right?
I always start with the tip.
What?
Oh my. Okay.
I'm gonna go next. We'll keep that kind of order. I do know this is a thing. I know that someone tried to measure souls. It also comes up in the third Dan Brown book from the Robert Langdon series, but I don't remember the weight. I want to say it was super small, so I'm gonna say this is a lie as well.
Stop. It's time for another toast.
You can't interrupt between rounds.
Like, at least let me go real quick.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Nope. This quote. Sorry. Please take your hands, grab your drink, put it in the air like you just don't care.
I thought we were going hands over the heart for a second.
And this quote could be something I would say in all honesty. It's not me, but you guys can guess. I want people to know that I'm not just this crazy person flailing around. A lot of thought goes into what I do.
Andy Dick.
You were so weirdly close. That's
Green.
Actually a little scary. Yeah, you're right. Tom Green.
Yeah.
Yep. Alrighty. Drink up. Double drink for
you getting it?
Because he got it right. Yeah.
All right, we've got one true and one false, I think. So you get to be the tiebreaker there, Muscle V. 21 grams for the soul?
Obviously fake, right? 21's so fishy.
All right, the final count is for false. This was in fact true. It was Duncan MacDougall.
Oh, wow.
Was the physician who did this.
Okay. Well, you just clearly made up that name.
Yeah, that's fake.
That's super fucking fake.
Can I add a new rule? I think we should have to drink if we get it right. So I should
that's a good rule.
Right. Yeah.
Why wouldn't you make it if we get it wrong?
We can have that one too.
Why would you? Okay, are we saying that drinking's the reward? So if we do well, we've earned it. Okay, all right.
Yeah, we're 4 gentlemen in our mid-30s, and yeah, why not?
It's hard. It's hard to get facts right in your mid-30s. Let's celebrate. All right, I'm with you. Good point.
Are we actually in our mid-30s?
We're not. I mean, we're not telling people that, but
no.
That's too. You know what? We should drink for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's close enough to personal information.
Those Gen Zs really would have believed anything we've ever said indicates we're not in our mid-30s.
I think show canon, we are in our 40s, according to previous episodes.
That's pretty believable.
Yeah. Hearing us talk sounds right.
Oof. All right. I think this is the turn for Jeeves.
Okay.
1 through 10.
543.
Oh, that's a good number.
Started with 5. We're going with 5. And this is a proper one.
Ooh, I like a proper one, probably.
Not a quickie.
We haven't heard one yet, so who knows if we'll like it, but...
Who's going to love this one? And so I've got this. I'm going to give a headline, which is just the overall thing, and then I'm going to give a longer kind of elaboration.
Okay.
An 8-year-old Norm MacDonald learned to count cards playing blackjack, aka the game 21. So the broader context here, that famous comedian was a notorious gambler. And while he was a cast member on SNL, he was rarely visible at the end of the show when they did the sign off because he was already on his way to Atlantic City. But when he was a child.
Literally exactly like Boo.
Exactly like Boo. Exactly like Boo. Now, as a child in rural Canada, he read a book called Beat the Dealer, and through that was able to teach himself how to card count. And he would pass the time by dealing himself countless hands. So that is the fact about Norm Macdonald. True or false?
Okay, so I mean, I tried to learn how to count. This is a real thing that can happen. I guess you could fake it by going with a different celebrity, but I'm certain celebs have tried to do this. I'm gonna say it's true though.
I will also say it's true. That 21, the way you use the 21 is very believable, unlike the other ones.
Boo?
I'm going to go with true. 100%.
All right, we've got our first unanimous vote true, and you are correct. This is according to a GQ article written by a friend of his.
Well, let's take a drink.
Yeah. Fucking nailed it.
Crushed it. Did you guys ever try to learn how to count cards? Am I the only one?
I tried for like 2
never
minutes.
did.
It's more fun to try to count cards than to play blackjack, which I do like blackjack. I'm not going to knock the game, but it's really fun to try to act like you're smart and do card counting, especially if you've read 21 Bringing Down the House. Great book, okayest movie ever made with Morpheus, and I forget who the actual lead is.
Yeah.
Great book, though. Really recommend.
All right, 1 to 10 are Muscle V.
I'm going to go with 7.
All right, this is another. Oh my god!
I just got a kill that.
What'd you say?
I got a kill.
Oh, nice. I already got one.
Yeah, you have to call them out. Remember, we drink every time we get a kill.
I forgot. I was too busy killing.
All right.
As you do.
This is another long one. The 21 gun salute,
we got
honoring fallen soldiers. It actually began with firing squad executions.
What?
So the story goes, one of Napoleon's generals, Louis Devout, was nicknamed the Iron Marshal for his brutal but effective tactics. Napoleon was exiled to Elba in 1814, but Devout actually continued the fight in his name. He escaped capture multiple times, despite even being shot at. So when he was finally captured in August of 1815, he was sentenced to death by firing squad. They traditionally back then had 7 men line up to do the shoot. And just to absolutely be certain he couldn't escape death this time, the military ordered that they shoot him 3 times instead of just once like they normally would. And later, over time, this evolved into that military tradition that we know today.
Wow. Muscle V, this is your question.
I'm gonna say false. Just false.
Great.
The game is a lot more fun when you don't elaborate.
Yeah, okay. move on then. Boo, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with true, just because as much as I appreciate everything that Pantsman does, I don't think he's creative enough to make up a story like that.
Yeah, that's a lot of details. I also don't think you have the lying chops. You're a fine liar. You're not a great liar. That's top tier lying. I'm with you. False.
Sorry, so you're saying true or false? Because you said false, but it sounded like you were describing true.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right.
What?
False that you did well. True. This is a true fact.
Okay, so by a 2 vote, the answer is true, but the real answer is false. It was a lie.
Wow. Top tier
Good job.
liar. What's
Good
up?
job, Muscle V.
Yeah, thank you.
What?
See, no explanation needed.
Who cares about that? Why didn't you sneak into more bars when you were a youth? What the hell?
I will say of all of these things, that one took the longest time to write because it really oscillated between complete nonsense that was way too detailed and really seemed like I was throwing in way too much. And you know, sometimes that makes it seem more fake. And then otherwise it was just like there's no story here. So it was really hard to write this one.
Stop.
Ooh.
Time. Grab your hands, take your drink, put them in there. Here we go.
It's becoming a rap song.
Why do I have to grab my hands?
Here's the quote. I think you guys may get this one. I've been trying to get on jury duty every year since I was 18 years old. To get to go sit in an air-conditioned room downtown judging people while my lunch is paid for, that is the life.
It sounds
Well, I
like
definitely
Ryan. It sounds like Jeeves.
That's a drink.
Drink.
Yep.
I got out of jury duty once. That's show canon. Thank you very much.
But the free lunch would have gotten you back.
Yeah, did jurors get free lunch? I actually didn't know that.
You know what? I'm thinking this sounds like a George Costanza quote.
It does.
False.
It does sound Seinfeldy. I'm saying it's. I was about to say it's true. It's a true fact. Oh man, I'm getting confused. Kevin Hart? I don't know.
Wrong. Muscle V.
I was right. I said Jeeves.
What?
No, Muscle V, you gotta guess who it is.
He said Jeeves.
I said
He
Jeeves.
guesses Jeeves.
Oh.
This is really turning into a really bad Abbott and Costello bet.
False to all of you. The correct answer is Stanley from The Office.
Oh.
Okay.
I was gonna say I definitely remember hearing the quote. Yeah. Okay. All right. Carry on with the game.
Is it Boo's turn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know. I should be paying more attention.
Definitely.
I'm gonna go with number 7.
I just said that.
Number 7 has been taken.
Slide up or down. That's your fault.
I'm gonna go with number 8. I'm gonna go with number 8.
Number 8. This one's a quickie. Jell-O brand makes 21 different flavors of gelatin desserts, allowing 21-year-olds to take 21 Jell-O shots on their birthdays.
That is true. I know many people that have done that. That is true.
What do you mean? You know many people that have done that. What kind of Trump quote was that?
People are saying.
People are saying.
I make all the best Jell-O shots. Everyone says that. Absolutely not. Get the fuck out of here. That's made up. I can think of like 6 flavors. I'll times it by 2. That still puts it at 12. No way we're getting to 21. False.
I'm also going to say false. I can think of like 4 flavors, so no way there's 21 flavors.
Well, I think some of this is like you gotta expand your palate there, buddy. So your overall stance, you are as a group landing on false. You're technically right. It is false. It is not true. When I Googled this, 26.
Oh my.
I undercut it.
Wow.
You want to hear them real quick? Because I've got a list.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Of course we want to hear it.
Apricot, berry blue, black cherry, blackberry fusion, cherry lemonade, Concord grape, cotton candy, fruit punch grape, green apple, lemon lime, mango, margarita, melon fusion, orange, peach, pineapple, raspberry, strawberry, banana, tropical fusion, and watermelon.
Wow. Real quick, drink, got to kill. I'm going to take an extra drink because I should have killed a guy and did horrible. Just kept shooting and missing the guy. But I did murder a guy first, so. 26 flavors, Jell-O. Get the fuck out of here. Nobody needs 26 flavors of Jell-O.
In fairness, some of them are like lemon and lime, which is like, okay, you took 2 different flavors and put them together. That's not really a distinct flavor.
Why do that? let people that are so hyped for lemon and lime to buy 2.
Interestingly, they've got strawberry banana, but I don't think they just have banana.
That's interesting. I mean, strawberry banana is a great flavor, and some people are like wildly averse to banana, the flavor.
That's true.
All right, anyway, carry on.
I think it's you, Jeeves.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna go with 9999999.
All right, another long one.
I love picking the long
Kennedys.
ones. Wait, sorry, I got to kill. Drink.
Oh my gosh.
I also got kill.
Drink.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get drunk over here. The Kennedys made their fortune as bootleggers prior to the 21st Amendment. During Prohibition, black markets for alcohol run by organized crime flourished. Supplying these markets were bootleggers who could covertly manufacture alcohol for sale. Joe Kennedy, father of JFK, made millions doing exactly that. He worked with the Boston area Irish Mafia, known as the Guston Gang. By the time the 21st Amendment ended Prohibition, the Kennedys had made enough money to go legit by buying a B-movie Hollywood studio.
So bootleggers, that sounds right. I feel like I've heard that before. That's good enough for me to go true.
I'm gonna say way too wordy, and you know the saying, if it's too wordy, it's fake. I'm gonna say fake.
I'm sorry, the well-known colloquialism, if it's too wordy, it's fake.
Well known.
I also love, like, I made a point to say some of these are long ones and some are quickies, and that this was not a quickie. But okay, fair enough.
Yep.
Yeah, I honestly thought it was going to be longer, so.
Boo, tiebreaker.
I'm gonna, I'm not gonna change at this point. I'm gonna go true because again, you have not lied yet, and you're not going to.
I just want a record. You can change. No one's going to ding you.
No, he's not a liar.
I've already admitted to lying multiple times so far, but sure.
In the segment, liar, liar, pants span on fire. But whatever.
Yeah, this one is a myth. So it is not true. It is false. But false. But it is commonly believed to be true. Usually, the conspiracy theory that they made their fortune through bootlegging in the Prohibition era actually sprung up after he was assassinated. So that's fun.
Oh. Now, it was actually just false because it was too wordy, right?
That's the real reason. Wow. Yeah, that's just science.
That's just science. We're at about the halfway point, right?
I do want to say real quick that I was right, by the way. Too wordy means fake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you did well. So we've done 5 so far, right?
I think that might have been the 6th.
Okay. Either way, why don't you go ahead and cut it up with an ad break so I can get a beer?
Fair enough. Hey kids, Sprinkle Genie here. If you could wish for anything in the world, so long as it involved sprinkles, would it be cereal? Because that's what I'm pushing. Sprinkle Sprangles is the new sprinkles delivery system packaged to trick parents into thinking it's breakfast food. We add various vitamins and preservatives so mom and dad don't notice it's 90% sugar in a box, mixed with milk. Milk sold separately. We've spangled every angle with sprinkles for your enjoyment. You wish it, I dish it. Sprinkle Spangles.
Thank you, Sprinkle Sprangles. Sprinkle Spangles? Sorry.
Excuse me. The ad is for Sprinkle Spangles. Okay. I, in the ad, am the Sprinkle Genie.
I don't care about you. I'm thanking our sponsor. Thank you, Sprinkle Spangles. Which is tough to say. Good work. I want it on record. Parents are aware when cereals are sugary. The reason that we feed our kids sugary cereals before school is so they get all their energy out of the way before they get home. Anyway, keep on doing the Lord's work, Sprinkle Spangles.
Absolutely.
All right, well, carry on.
I think it's Muscle V.
I'm going to go with number 1.
Number 1. We got a quickie. He's going to like this one.
Not too worried.
There are I'm sorry. I'm gonna start over. There were 21 shillings in a guinea, a form of currency used by Great Britain from 1663 all the way until 1816, when they were replaced by the pound.
I'm gonna say true. That sounds like it would be possible.
I didn't even hear the thing. I'm just gonna say it's false.
Well, it was booze.
21. To shorten it to bare basics, 21 shillings to a guinea.
Okay. And that's short for Guinness. You're just being real cool with how you talk about. Yeah, you're right, Muscleby. I did jump order. I'm still gonna say false. Boo?
Yeah, I'm still gonna say true because again, Pantsman doesn't lie.
Do you also have maybe like a reason why based on the fact or just based on Pantsman's character?
Just based on my trust in the pants.
I feel like I've gone to Vegas with you and I've tried to just play black and you've pointed out what a bad strategy this is, but carry on.
It was a bad strategy for you to do, not for most people. Yeah.
I just want to make sure that you're listening. Can you repeat the fact?
No, not even a second. I'm not even going to try to. I was not listening. One bit.
Okay. You can say true next time, but you have to repeat whatever the fuck he said, okay? You have to summarize it in some form.
I will point out, I'm just going to let you all know, I have been tracking the collective answer, like the final answer. So we'll see how good you were at predicting these at the end. But I'm not keeping track of each individual answer. So it's possible some of you are much better or worse than the others. The only one I will know for sure is Boo, because
yes,
I know he only answered one way. This was true. So you as a group were correct.
Thank you.
All right. Let's take a drink.
And let's make it a double because it is time for another thing that I do. Toast. Another toast.
You're the
You don't know how to
general.
do it, and you don't know what it's called.
Okay, can everyone take their left or right hand, put it in the air, with your other hand, grab your drink, put it in that hand, put it in the air, and here we go for another quote. Ready?
You need to write like one of those line dances, and people will be so confused.
Well, this quote actually is kind of like a line dance, except cooler. Don't taunt the alligator until you've crossed the creek.
I know exactly who wrote that.
I like the remix
that was Cotton Eye Joe.
No, close, that was the guy from
Electric Slide.
Boy. No, the Water Boy.
Close, but no cigar.
All right.
Muscle V.
I'm gonna say Richard Nixon.
Muscle V might be the closest because the correct answer is Dan Rather.
Oh,
I don't know who that is.
Did anybody else think that was going to end in quail?
Yeah, definitely. There's no chance that. Wait, what is it? Don't cross the creek or you fuck with the alligator. What was the quote?
No, don't taunt the alligator until after you've crossed the creek.
Wait. Oh, okay. What are we taunting? Creeks or what are we toasting? Creeks or alligators or taunting?
Dan Rather.
Okay.
Oh boy. Well, I've completely lost track of whose turn it is.
I think Boo is up, I believe.
Oh, good.
I'm pretty sure no one's picked number one, right? I'll go with number one.
We just did that.
I'll make it easy for you. There are 3 numbers left.
Thank you.
You can do a 3, a 6, or a 10.
Ooh.
What if I don't like any of those? Fine, I'll go with 10. 10.
I feel like you've only picked the quickies. All right, quickie.
Yes.
Many people know Johnny Depp starred in the TV show 21 Jump Street.
Yeah.
And that he made a cameo appearance in the 2012 film. But he was also an executive producer on that film and actually quite instrumental in getting that film greenlit with the studio.
Okay. So even though Johnny Depp is a terrible, terrible person, And
Is
he
he?
really is
I
bad.
didn't know
Yeah,
that. Did we cancel JTAP?
yeah, he was beating his ex-wife Amber Heard.
I thought
Oh.
I have not followed this very closely. I thought that was eventually proved to be false.
It's confusing. It was like kind of, but like at least there was emotional abuse. I don't know. It's very confusing. I wasn't there. I can't really judge. But at the end of
I
the day,
personally will never forgive him for just making a lot of really boring and bad movies.
Yeah,
oh, like
what was the one where he was Tonto? Was he Tonto and Zorro?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That
What
was
is it?
another
Oh,
one that
man.
he was like pushing for. Like he really
Yeah.
made that movie happen. Nobody really
So,
wanted to make it, but he did.
so again, going back to the answer, I'm going to say true. I really think it's true.
Real quick drink.
Ooh.
You think it's true? I mean, the way you were just talking about it sounds true afterwards. I'm going to go with that too. You either did excellent salesmanship or you got caught in your own truth. I'm going to go with true.
I will say true as well because Pantsman literally just said he also pushed for, so it's got to be true.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. We've got our first triple cherry. All three of you said true.
I thought we had another one
All
that we all
three
got.
of you were wrong. It is
Oh,
false.
Oh.
He was not a producer on the film.
Now who's an incredible liar? Good for you, buddy. All right.
wow.
I'm going to drink for that anyway. Well done.
Am I the only one that would have Pantsman to be like, he wasn't a producer, he was the second producer?
I cannot tell you how grateful I am to Boo for mentioning Tonto because I'm pretty sure that is true that he was a big pusher for that movie and like one of the producers that made that movie happen. And it made it so easy to just quickly lie and throw in the word also and just lull you all into a sense of security.
Oh,
Absolutely
so it was planned. Wow.
As they say, well, it wasn't. I had to do that on the fly because
I
didn't know he was going to bring up Tonto.
I want to record.
Is,
I brought up Tano. Thank you very much.
Oh, I'm sorry. I am sorry. You get the kudos.
No,
I will say that all the best lies have a hint of truth to them. So
there's the follow-up work, though. Your continued effort at the lie was great. Continue that kind of energy for the next two, please.
All right. So I think it is Jeeves, right? You're the
correct,
final
yes.
person. So you're going to pick a number between either 3 or 6, and then we'll just do the last one for all of you.
Okay, 4.
Well, 4 is closer to 3, so we're going to go with 3. And here it is. Famous supermodel Chrissy Teigen was fired from Forever 21 for being, quote, too fat. Before she was famous, and when she was younger and presumably hotter, Chrissy Teigen booked a modeling gig at the fast fashion store Forever 21. When she showed up to the shoot, they asked her to take a quick photo while she was still in the makeup chair. They sent it off to her agency, who then called her to inform her she needed to leave right now because she was fired because she was too fat.
Okay. So in general, this is a true story, except she's hotter now than when she was younger, believe it or not. She's aged well.
Interesting.
But that was not your fact. You said presumably. So the overall fact is true, I think.
I will fully cop to the fact that I did not Google images of her to get a sense for what she looked like when she was younger.
I don't know about right now because she got some backlash, so maybe she's really dealt with the stress of the internet backlash. I don't know. She was canceled for a little while. I can't remember why.
Well, she beat Amber Heard.
No, because she's mean to other women on social media.
I just said she beat Amber Heard.
It may have been Amber Heard. I don't remember.
It was Courtney Student.
Yeah, oh, right. Yeah, right. Anyway, true.
I will also say true. It sounds like something Forever 21 would do. Like, even if she wasn't fat and she was like... I feel like
their definition of fat is insane. Drink, by the way.
Yeah.
I gotta kill.
So I'm gonna say true as well.
And Boo?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna support my friends and go.
Oh no, you don't have to support your friends. Answer the fucking question.
I'm gonna go with true.
So you're all three in the same boat again. Last time you did this, did not go well. But it did this time because it is true.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Told this to Du Jour magazine.
Another drink for that.
All right, there is exactly one left. Lucky number 666.
Let's go.
Ooh.
And it goes like this.
Wait,
21.
Muscle V gets to pick it.
No, he doesn't. There's 10 and there's only 3, which does not divide into it. And math says that this is for all of you, not for him. And also, it's about math, so it's really quite poetic.
It's Muscle V's
21.
nightmare.
There's 2 guys up there, by the way.
21.
Okay.
21 is the 8th number in the Fibonacci sequence, preceded by 13 and followed by 34.
Sorry, what number in the sequence?
8th.
Okay. Muscle V, you answer first.
Yes,
so.
I will say obviously false. 21 is the 21st number in all sequences. I don't know what this Fibonacci guy is talking about.
Putting the fib in Fibonacci, am I right?
Yeah. How are you missing, and how does this guy not know that you're here?
Oh, yeah, where I am. Oh, he found me. Boo, it's to you, buddy.
Look, all the fans out there are expecting me to say the answer is going to be truth, because that's what I've done for the last 9. But you know me, I'm not really going to give the fans what they want. I'm going to give the fans what they need. And the answer to this question is a loud, resounding true.
We all saw that coming, right?
How'd you do a heel turn while giving a face speech? Muscle V just beer frame, so that's a drink, and I'm gonna throw in true as well without checking the numbers. That sounds good enough
we
for
also
me.
were the first one to say true, so whatever. So this is so these last 3 you've been on lockstep together. Partially
no. I said false because it's the 21st number, so mine was false.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said true. You're right. You said false. So not lockstep. And I'm so glad that you didn't just go along with the crowd there, V, because it would have been so easy to, and you would have got a win for that. But you didn't. You admitted you were saying false. The answer is in fact true.
I'm okay with that.
But you don't really have a choice in the matter. So.
I'm at peace with my decision.
So I got to tell you, I've been going through here. I'm looking at your answers as a group. Again, individually, these may vary, but as a group, you did pretty well. You got 6. Yeah, you guessed correctly 6 times out of 10. You were only wrong 4 times. Pretty good. It's about average. You a little bit better than a flip of the coin.
Yeah, I mean, considering we were going toe to toe with a master liar, a well-known liar has been lying ever since he could first lie. I mean, incredible job by us, really.
I feel like if I was ever going to do this again, which I really hope I don't have to, because it was so much work, I would try to make
tomorrow.
I would try to make the true one seem crazier and the false one seem more believable.
Yeah, that's usually how people would operate in this instance. Sure.
I was just desperate to have anything written down for this one. I had to do this in like 45 minutes.
And you kept it on theme, so well done. Yeah, great work. All in all. Boo.
And you know what? My pants have been burned away by the fire.
Yeah, you lied so much there.
I would agree. Just give me. I just am filling up my.
While he's doing that, I'm just going to jump in to say that while I cannot give individualized stats for either Jeeves or Muscle V because I didn't keep track of what their specific answers were overall, I can because I can for Boo because Boo is the only one who was completely consistent. He never chose false. He chose true every single time. And exactly half of the answers were false. So he did a little bit worse than the team did.
Man, you suck, dude. Yeah. You suck.
Boo bringing down the average is how I describe this show. So perfect. I'm just glad you started listening at some point.
You ready for the quote?
Yeah.
Here we go. If you guys can take your dominant hand, put that drink in that hand, put it in the air like you just don't care. Here we go. Hey, you just made the biggest mistake of your life, baby. I know you were going to be missing me when you have that big, white, wrinkly body on you with his loose skin and old balls. Gross. Ugh.
I feel like I've heard this quote as well. I'm gonna go Fox Mulder. No, that's not
Wow.
what I meant. I meant David Duchovny, but from that other show, Californication.
That's an amazing answer.
Still wrong.
All right.
Oh my gosh. I'm trying to think of like who this could be about. I guess I'm gonna go George again.
Okay. Still false.
I'm gonna go with Eminem.
Um, somehow Muscle D, I think, is the closest.
Wait,
Every
can
time.
I go with another guess?
Yes.
I think it's the dude from The Big Lebowski.
No. The correct
Oh.
answer is the character of Sonny Koufax from the movie Big Daddy, the character Adam Sandler played.
Oh. All right, so I was actually
Um,
weirdly close last time. I just was one early.
yeah, so give it up to Adam Sandler. Toast to Adam Sandler.
Huzzah.
Oh. What? Why aren't we toasting to his character?
Toast to Sonny Koufax.
That's his character name?
Yeah.
I could not have told you that.
Well, I did.
Where do you get real quick? Where do you place Big Daddy in the Adam Sandler movie pantheon?
Pretty good.
Top 5?
I would have to think about it. Maybe that's an episode theme.
Just Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah.
That's definitely a thing we could do. That's a theme for sure.
Great. All right, we'll punt it to later.
I've only ever seen Spanglish.
Great debate it is.
No, the great debate is Spanglish versus Punch Drunk Love.
Boo. Do we have any questions in the Twitch stream chat? I think
Just
is what
one.
we should call it. Okay.
Just one very, very quick one, and this is from. This is a really weird one. This is from Downton Abbey 44.
You are keeping an actual eye on the chat, right? Because we have had comments lately. The chat's been hot.
But no questions, except for
Okay.
this one from Downton Abbey 44, and they would like to know, okay, this is really, I think they must have known what the theme was going to be tonight, because the question is, if you go to a casino, you can't play blackjack. What is your go-to game?
So that's a good question. I want to interrupt real quick just to point out to you, Boo. I don't think they had to know ahead of time what we've been talking for about an hour about the theme. So that's how comments work. It's live. So I think they just heard us and thought of a question on theme.
Yeah, you're telling me this wasn't pre-screened?
You know what? I really appreciate you teaching me how the internet works. Thank you. I appreciate that.
No chance you know how the internet works.
Definitely don't.
No, I don't. Which is why I appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you, Downton Abbey 44. Great question.
The question, just to recap, the question is, what's your favorite game?
If you're not playing blackjack, what are you playing in the casino?
I know what Muscle V's answer is going to be.
We all know what Muscle V's answer is going to be. I'll go first, though. There's what's more exciting than roulette? Like, there's like a weird spinning thing. You're going to get it wrong most of the time. So when you get it right, it's amazing. Give me roulette. It's got the show and the payoff.
For me, I am not comfortable learning new things, not comfortable interacting with other people. And so the idea of going to a game that I don't really know how to play and having a dealer have to deal with me not really knowing what I'm doing, that's very intimidating. So I am a slot machine kind of guy. I like to just go to a robot and let the robot take my money.
Slot machine's a good pick too, though. Like on average, you're supposed to get like 90% of your money back. That's how slot machines are like calibrated. So it's a good way to hang in the casino, get free drinks, and be part of the party.
That is not my experience, but good to know.
That's they're like calibrated for that. So you're just not hanging long enough. That's on you.
That feels very much like an ad you're doing for the casino industry. No, just stay longer. It'll all come back. You'll make at least most of it back.
No, no one would ad saying in the long run you'll lose 10% of your money. That would be a crazy ad. The casino wants you to think that you can hit the jackpot at any time.
And you can hit the jackpot if you play Casino War.
And there it is.
However,
objectively, you cannot. That's not how Casino War even works. You can't hit a jackpot.
That is not my pick, though. My pick is, of course, Texas Hold'em.
Okay, and
I'm actually everyone's shocked by that, right?
No, it's Casino War. Well, it's for him. It's between Casino War and that one slot machine that was like a fish.
Yeah, the fish one.
Yeah.
Gone fishing or whatever.
Yeah, that was great.
Loved that slot machine. Yeah, what are you talking about? We went to Vegas and you played Hold'em twice, I think. You played War every day.
I played War because it was easy money, but I enjoy playing Texas Hold'em.
I think you averaged no money when you played War.
You did not. You did not end ahead on War.
I had a black chip at one point.
Yeah, but then you lost it playing War.
Yeah, a little bit.
And my answer is I like the game Let It Ride. I really like playing Let It Ride.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, what are you talking about? The board game?
No, Let It Ride.
That's Ticket to Ride.
Are you talking about hiring a hooker in Vegas?
No, Let It Ride it's a poker it's a very fun game, but
that's just a colloquialism that people say in casinos. That's not a game.
No, it's a good game. I did well in there with my business trip last week.
Pants Man, can you fact check this game? I don't think this is a real game.
On it.
Thank you.
I'm binging it right now.
Well, why don't we just ask Jeeves?
I'll tell you this: the Ask Jeeves database has nothing on it.
Completely blank, huh?
Completely blank. And even me personally enjoy many a casino game. I've been playing Hoyle Casino, the CD-ROM forever.
So I got some bad news for you, Jeeves. Jeeves.
Real.
Let It Ride is a casino table game based on poker. Yep. It is where the player wagers on a 5-card poker hand formed by their own 3 cards and 2 community cards. There you go.
So it's like a reverse Texas Hold'em.
Yes, it is.
Wait, shit! Okay. I think I've played this game.
You've played it with me.
I didn't know it was called Let It Ride. This game sucks.
I love
this
it.
This game's a fucking awful game. You end up losing a lot of money very quickly.
Yes, you do.
Opposite of Casino War.
Everyone, grab your hands. Take your hands. Grab your drink. Put it in the air.
How many times do I have to grab my hand to grab a drink? What are you talking about?
My hands are well handled.
Here we go. I think this will be obvious, and I'm going to do it in the voice of this actor. Here we go. I ain't no suit wear businessman like you. You know, I'm just a gangster, I suppose, and I want my corners.
Oh, that's Avon Barksdale.
Yeah.
No, that's Boo kicking off a team meeting.
Look, you only gotta fuck up once. Be a little slow. Be a little late. Just once. And how you ain't gonna never be slow. Never be late. You can't plan for no shit like this, man. It's life.
Great quote, and something you should say, like literally, do you have a stand-up at work? Like you should do that to kick off everyone's day.
Okay. I think that's a great idea. Well, will you please...
Can you do that tomorrow and report back?
Yes. Will you please drink in honor of Avon?
Always. I will always drink in honor of any member of the Barksdale organization.
Sounds good.
Okay. We got a little bit of time left. So, today we were talking about 21, got me thinking about when I turned 21 and kind of remembering back and getting lost in my cups, what I was doing back then. So I thought we should do a quick couple rounds of comparing back when we were 21 versus how we are now and how our drinking lives have changed. And maybe they haven't. I guess we'll find out as we progress through this. This is a little bit of then versus now, the 21 edition. So Pants Man, when you
Present.
were 21, what was your preferred drink for when you were at home? I believe this was in the apartment. This was the mansion, I believe. What was your drink of choice back then?
You mean when I was alone, or like if we were hanging out and pre-gaming?
The question is the question. You can interpret it however you need to answer it.
I don't think I ever.
You can even answer it in the context of a party.
Well, I'm just going to say I don't think I've ever in my life drank alone until the pandemic.
Okay.
Like I've never had a beer, and even that's like with like what we're doing now. But anyway, when I was 21, I kind of already answered it before. For me, it was all about the Killian's Irish Red. I didn't trust and didn't really like a hard liquor. I didn't really get into wine, and I was over the Natty Lights of the world. So I had moved on to that Killian.
And has that changed? What are you drinking now? Like, what's your go-to drink at home now?
Until tonight, I don't know the last time I had a Killian's. I was probably 21. Now, I still favor beer over other drinks. And I do like beers in similar kind of styles to Killian's, like a red ale or kind of I tend to like darker beers. So I like more porters and stouts and things like that. But I do occasionally like a more light style beer, like a Pilsner or whatever.
Well, you said just basically listed every type. What's your preferred type?
I really don't know that I have a single preferred. I like the variety. So anything but an IPA. Can I just single out what I don't like, which is an IPA?
Yeah, I think so.
So fuck an IPA. Everything else is at least okay.
Well, it sounds like.
Oh, and I can rhyme.
Do you go back to the same type of drink from night to night? Like, do you like stringing together the same drinks, or do you mix it up every night? Do you mix up the types? How do you play this? Is it by season?
I very rarely have the same brand and style beer more than once. There are some that I have found I like and will go back to on occasion, but by and large, I like to sample new things. So for the most part, I mean, I have styles that I tend to prefer, but by and large, I am always trying something new.
So I just wanted on record, when I proposed this segment, you asked what has changed. And literally with the first one, everything you could possibly answer has changed, except you're still drinking beer. Just to be clear. Okay, great. Boo, how about you? What were you drinking when you were 21 years old?
I would drink pretty much any type of beer when I was 21, no matter how crappy, no matter how. I remember me and yourself once bragging at a fraternity party because we drank 12 beers, which probably equaled like 2 real beers back then.
Yeah, I was gonna say, be only because I know you. Be even more specific. Like it was the light beers that we could get, in bulk.
I think you and I once drank a whole 24 pack ourselves, and we each had 12, and we were so proud of ourselves.
Yeah, definitely a thing you brag about back then, for sure.
Yeah, nowadays, it's really just whiskey for me. A beer occasionally, but really just whiskey.
And how much whiskey would you say you drink?
It's because we've talked about this I have other habits that I do now. I really only drink with you guys on phone calls. Is the only time I really drink.
You guys can, I think, feel free to project this to post-COVID. That might be a little easier. Or maybe it'll be the same. I don't know.
Wait, are you asking us to predict what our lives will be like when the pandemic ends? Because I don't know what's going to happen in 10 years, buddy.
Hopefully it's in about 10 minutes from now. My dad sent out a text. My dad proclaimed the end of the pandemic today on a cousin group chat. It was really insane.
Oh, that's the mistake of the century.
Yeah.
Now it's going to be 10 years.
Yeah, so when it's 10 years from now, you can blame my dad for sure.
I heard there's a new strand in Europe.
Oh, you talking about BA2?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, whatever. Problem for another night. Okay, Muscle V, what were you drinking at 21?
21, I was pretty much drinking any liquor, any beer, except for IPAs. I wasn't drinking any of those, but pretty much anything I can get.
Anyone flagging this?
Wait a minute.
We were drinking anything, but that's not the question.
There's a difference. There is a difference between I was willing to drink whatever was in front of me,
which is true.
Here are the things that were in front of me.
We were.
We all were that way, yeah. And I think, honestly, if you put a drink in front of all of us today, we still probably all would consume it.
The question, though, isn't like, what were you willing to drink? The question is, what did you drink? Because I don't think you were drinking IPAs, but I also don't think you were drinking a lot of craft brews at 21.
No, it was more like Bud Light, Coors, Miller.
So if you were throwing a party at the mansion, like what was your go-to move, for instance?
I think it was Bud Light.
It was either Bud. It was
Busch.
Bud Light.
But
no. What's we turn 21?
Yeah, 21 was Bud Light, I think.
Yeah, we would get Bud Light, and then we would get a flavored vodka usually.
So what would you guys would get like a 24 pack for the two of you? How would you handle this? A 30 rack?
Sometimes more. No,
it depends.
You know what else we used to drink a lot of, Muscle V? I forgot about is Sailor Jerry's. We used to drink a lot of Sailor Jerry's.
That's true.
Oh, I gross. Sailor Jerry's is exceptionally gross. It was one of the few drinks I winced at as a college student.
I see. And me and Muscle V used to think it was so good. We thought we were so...
It was the cheaper Captain Morgan, right?
Yeah, it was. I think it's better than Captain Morgan. But
it is significantly worse of a taste than Captain Morgan.
No, I don't know about that.
Yeah, you got two convention building where you're at.
Okay. I would still drink it, but it was fucking gross.
Muscle V, we could tell stories about 100 proof SoCo.
Yeah, we used to drink 100 proof.
I'm writing that down. 100 proof SoCo.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you drink now, Muscle V?
The classiest drink of all, obviously.
Honey Coke.
Yeah, Honey Coke, as you guys like to say.
Anytime this comes up, can you now just shout Honey Coke?
Sure, Honey Coke.
I gotta say, like I don't know about the Coke bit, but I can appreciate a Honey Jack. It feels the more and more we talk about this, the more and more you embrace the Honey Coke, the more and more it feels like just a sign of you having given up.
I don't think so.
Oh, your midlife crisis is Honey Coke instead of like a Lamborghini.
It's like, oh, I could have been a contender, but instead, I'll just have this Honey Coke.
But I do have a Lamborghini in my garage right now, so.
Yeah, a Hot Wheel doesn't count, dude.
It's a little bigger than that.
Do not put Hot Wheels in your garage.
Can I tell you? So, as a kind of goof, I was talking to my boyfriend back before Christmas about what he would want for Christmas. We were discussing like what to get each other, and he made a joke multiple times, get me a Tesla. And I thought it would be really cute. So
to get him a Tesla.
I bought a Tesla, a Hot Wheel that was a Tesla. And I sent him a Tesla in the form of a Hot Wheel. And I thought it was the greatest joke of all time. And when he opened it up, he was like, okay. Like he didn't even know what it was. He was like, I don't know. You sent me some trash, I think, or a child's toy.
Even if he did know what it was, that's still the correct reaction to your terrible joke. I love it. I love the moxie, but horrible joke.
Yeah. I was so proud of the idea.
Take a quick drink because you're ridiculous, but also because I got to kill.
Boom.
Congrats.
Okay, so even though we were 21 and could buy whatever we wanted, I still at this point in my life was getting Keystone Light 12 bottles and leaving them out of the fridge so that no one would take them. I was the only one who had a palate for that.
Disgusting.
So 12 warm Keystone Lights.
Just cruel to yourself.
Yeah, and now when I'm home, I'm drinking like 2 really nice stouts or porters. probably stouts preferably. So, and I'm fridging them, believe it or not.
Now,
And
are
on
you
that
hammered after the 2, or just take more than 2?
I'm definitely as equally drunk as when I drank 12 Keystone Lights, or
and on
probably
that note,
slightly more.
and on that note, with your hands, please grab your drink, put it in there like you
Hey,
just don't care. And
Wait, both
here's
of
the
both
next
of our
quote.
hands?
Yeah, you need to double fist for this one.
I'm holding my drink like it's Simba.
You
Oh,
can't lose confidence in yourself where you've lost already. When you get knocked down, you've got to keep getting back up.
I thought for a second we were going Eminem.
Oh, I
Nope.
thought it was Chumbawamba.
Yeah.
I think it is. You can't get knocked down.
But I get up again.
I'm never gonna keep you down. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Mickey from Rocky.
Muscle V.
Interesting you said that because I was going to go with Mickey Mouse.
Also
Okay,
from the Rocky franchise, I believe.
you guys are all wrong. The correct answer was Tim Tebow.
Oh, what?
Oh, I don't recall him getting back up after his latest knockdown.
He actually said that after he got cut from the New York Mets.
Ooh,
He was a tight end for the Jags for like a hot minute.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Wait, you said the New York Jets. I thought you said the Mets. And I was like, I'm not
No.
that bad at
It was the Mets.
You heard that correctly.
Yeah, it was the Mets. He stopped playing football at one point and tried to play baseball.
That's the thing that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Wow, that's insane.
I like that you flagged how insane that sentence was. Good work.
Yeah.
You were correct.
Oh my god, I was so proud to have remembered a team that rhymed with Mets.
All right. Anyway, moving forward. So we were all poor kids back in the day when we were 21. So
I would like to clarify. We were all pretty solidly middle class. We weren't poor, but we were not wealthy either. We didn't have money, but we were not destitute.
We were on the streets, and when they would let us into a bar, we had to class it up. We had to act above our class.
For the fans listening at home, I do not want anyone to characterize us as poor. Okay, I do not want those rumors to get out there. We're not
right.
poor.
We are wealthy.
What?
We are basically billionaires. But you should really send money to us.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why do you want us to not be classified as poor? You want us to, you want people to think we're poor, so they feel horrible for us.
Here's what I want, first and foremost. So Caitlyn, not Caitlyn, one of the Jenners, one of the young Jenners.
Drink for that, misname.
Hey, they were like apparently valued at something like $950 million or something like that. And people started a GoFundMe so that she could surpass $1 billion.
Yeah.
Like that's a thing that happened. People wanted to give somebody that was uber wealthy more money purely so that she could pass an imaginary line into the Triple Comma Club.
I mean, kind of same scenario here, right?
Yeah. Are you saying that we should set up a GoFundMe? What are you telling us?
I'm saying we have to give the illusion of being wealthy so that we can then convince people to somehow give us more money. It works for televangelists. I don't know why it won't work for us.
Well, we haven't really tried yet. So go ahead and set us up a GoFundMe, and tell them whatever you got to tell them. We'll get in the Triple Comma Club eventually, I think.
I'll put the link on musclev.com.
Perfect.
Sweet.
Perfect. Synergy, baby. Okay. So yeah, anyway, so we were poor, destitute kids in a bar. But anyway, what were you guys ordering when you were 21 at the bar? Pantsman?
Oh.
I feel like I did a lot of rum and cokes. I feel like that was the thing I did a lot.
Yeah, that's accurate. We all did a lot of rum and coke. Now, what do you do now at the bar? What's your go-to bar move?
Gosh, I really go to the bar so very rarely. I probably tend to get a beer, which also would have been true back then, but I'm getting a much higher class of beer now. If I'm getting a drink, it's probably an old-fashioned. If I'm getting like a cocktail.
Yeah. Yep.
You don't have to yes and, Boo. We're coming to you next. Are you just saying ditto? Is that what I'm hearing?
I'm saying that Curtis was telling the truth.
Oh my God, drink.
Pants man. Pants man. Pants man.
Are we doing another one, or are we done here?
No. Go ahead and we'll get through this round, and then we'll call it a night.
Yeah.
So after you said ditto, what were you doing, Boo, back in the day? What were you doing at the bar?
So I mean, everything
Oh wait,
you guys are
drink for a beer frame.
everything you guys are saying, I probably did too. But I'm gonna go with Long Island iced teas. Used to order lots of
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right.
Classic bar move or college
forgot
move
about
that
that.
makes no sense why you would drink them outside of college.
Exactly.
The recipe for Long Island is just every alcohol they have with a splash of pop for color.
Yep.
I thought you were going to say it makes no sense why you'd order it. And it's like, no, it makes total sense why you'd order it. It's $2 for all alcohol.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then, in the 1940s when we went to school.
And I think now my go-to bar drink, because like I would agree with Pants Man if I went to decent bars, but I do go to bars that are pretty crappy. So I'm going to go with a Jack and Coke.
That also was what you were drinking then, though. So interesting.
Not at 21. That was a little after college. It was rum and Cokes in college.
No, when you were still around, we were doing Jack and Cokes, and you were hype every time. You're like, Jack and Coke, we've made it. We've arrived.
Not at the bar.
I remember it was all because I think I followed Boo's lead a little bit. It was always rum and Coke, and then it was after college. He was like, "Oh, Jack and Coke, look who's so fancy."
Yeah, that was after college. So fancy.
Okay, Muscle V, what were you doing at the bar?
Yeah, very similar for me. When we were in college, do a rum and Coke. And now,
little RNC.
Now it's a honey Coke.
Now we've classed it up with better rum, Jack Daniels and Coke.
Jack Daniels is not rum. Not rum.
Terrible news for you.
Not rum.
I can see why you would think it's rum when you're putting that much honey in it, but
you are getting ripped off if you're being sold Jack Daniels rum.
It literally says rum on my Jack Daniels.
No, it doesn't.
It does not. Objectively, does not say that.
It's a picture of a female too. It's weird.
Oh my God.
That's Sailor Jerry's.
Oh, is that what I bought?
Oh, I was wondering why it tasted so good. Okay. Well, I mean, I definitely we all ordered the same drinks all the time. So, of course, I had the rum and Cokes. Of course, I did the super cheap Long Island iced teas. But also, you guys are missing a key component of being 21. We did all kinds of shots, baby.
True.
Boy.
No. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. I thought you were going to say the Incredible Hulk. Remember you used to do that all the time?
Specifically, which is a shot, and I was thinking about saying that. But no reason.
I think that was very specific to one bar. I don't know if that's
reason to go with a local shot. Makes no sense to tell the national audience that we have. But also, like shots would just happen to you at the bar, and you would order them for reasons I still don't know. And I would never do that now.
But when I was at that conference last week, someone ordered me a shot. I was like, "How old do you think I am? Like, I don't want to do this."
I would still do shots now.
I was gonna say, I think Pants Man and Muscle V did some shots for my birthday pre-COVID, and that's the last time I've seen anyone order shots.
It's because it's a mistake.
It's not a mistake. It was good.
You guys proved that thesis that night. It was you both were nightmares.
They ordered me a green tea shot. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever had.
That sounds awful.
Ugh.
That does sound like what an adult would do to try to relive their glory days, but sound classy.
The last time I had a good memory of doing shots was a night out with the short fuse and all of us, and we went to a bar. Sorry, little fuse. But let's be honest. I wasn't wrong.
I mean,
so last time we went all out. We went to this bar, and for some reason we got it in our head, chocolate covered pretzel shot. That was like the move. And I think it was her move. I think she was the one that thought of it. Yeah. And it was glorious. It tasted great. And then
really good. Yeah.
That was not the kind of shot night where we went back and just threw up and felt like shit the rest of the next day. Like I actually felt fine.
I don't remember doing that. I mean, I remember it. I don't remember the night that was for, but oh my God, those are really good.
I do remember that night because I think we went to a different bar. We tried to get that shot as well, and it was not as good that second bar.
You can't do lightning in a bottle twice.
I love the idea we just go to every bar and order this crazy ass shot that most people don't do. That's fun. All right, so when I was in my current state, it's been a long time since I've been to a bar, but I don't know.
Has it been a long time since you've been in your current state, past tense?
Yeah, actually. Yeah, it has, because since COVID started, I've gone to the bar exactly once, and we ordered beer just because I would have to drive home. So I don't think that would be my move. I think I would do a Manhattan, I think, or a gin and tonic, but I'm gonna go Manhattan. I don't know. I don't know what bar me is like now. I have to get to re-know myself.
Well, the other thing is, and some of this is inflation, some of it is just bars being bars. But I feel like nowadays, if I were to go to a bar, either you're kind of back in that college stance of like, I'm going to buy the big brand, Bud Light, or something really kind of boring, but cheap, or you're going to spend like $15 on a mixed drink. Like it can be very expensive.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, before we get out of here, I'm going to go ahead and give you all progress scores.
Oh.
All right. So, Pants Man, you were initially drinking Killian's just to be fancy. Now you drink everything but IPAs. That's pretty nice. You were drinking rum and cokes. Now you drink old fashions. I'm going to give you a progress score of 7 out of 10. Good work.
All right.
Yeah, very well. You've definitely matured appropriately. I think those are very good answers. Boo, you went from 12 light beers to an unspecified amount of whiskey. That's a good maneuver. You went from Long Island iced teas to Jack and Cokes. I would say that's a lateral move. I'm only gonna give you a 4 out of 10 for your progress.
I'll take it.
Muscle V, you went from 100 proof SoCo shots to honey Coke. So that's a slight improvement. And then you went from, it's a slight improvement. And then you went from rum and Cokes to honey and Cokes. I'm going to give you a 2 out of 10. I think you could progress more.
Now we're saying that 1 is the best score here, right?
10 out of 10 is the best score. Yeah, that's right. 100%. 1 if you're doing math. So yes.
Yeah. So,
well, and these are not
2 out of 10
relative
is
to
great.
each other. These are relative to where we were and where we're at.
Correct. Yeah. Right.
So I got great
well,
score.
I have to say for you, Jeeves, going from warm Keystones to cold, high quality stouts. I mean, that's if ever I've heard a 10 out of 10 in terms of pure moving the needle. Good Lord.
Yeah, and shots to Manhattan. I mean, I'm definitely giving myself a 10 out of 10, but I appreciate you throwing the nod there as well. All right.
But again, I just want to point out, it's not because you're so great or so grand. It's because you started so very low. Somehow, of all of our lame ass college drinks, you were beyond bottom of the barrel. You hit rock bottom, basically.
Yeah, I was poor and destitute. I had to do what I had to do to get by. All right, guys. Well, good. All in all, good work. Muscle V, Boo, work on yourselves. Pants Man, we're killing it. Let's go on and get out of here. Let's go around the horn. Muscle V, what do you got for us?
So you may think 10 out of 10 is the best score, but that's not true. Usually a 1 out of 10 or a 2 out of 10 is better than a 10 out of 10.
Absolute psychopath. What are you talking about?
Google it.
I'm not going to Google 1 out of 10 being the best. Boo, what do you got?
Don't let anyone tell you you're wrong, unless maybe you're right.
Ganquel?
Bradley Kirkstone.
Drink.
I never said.
That is
I never
full
said
name.
who that is.
I
never said who that is.
I didn't say who that is either. I said drink.
Yeah.
Just because your quote's insane.
Oh my God.
Man.
Pants Man.
Just, oh man.
All right, and I want to thank all of you for sticking around with us for Drink Along 3, the 21 edition. Hope you were drinking with us. If you were and you had a good time, let us know. What do we take subscriptions? Can people subscribe to us?
You can.
I don't know.
Yes, you can.
Send some to the P.O. box. Send mail to Muscle V directly. I don't care. Let us know that you love it, or tell us how we could get better. We air generally from about 10 to 11:30 Monday through Thursdays. We'll definitely be doing another drink along next Wednesday, but we appreciate it, guys. And I just want to remind you to drink on. Cod Daddy's out.